Well, since the July 2016 coup attempt in Turkey, the government has initiated a series of actions against the primary suspect, the Fetullah Terrorist Organization, also known as FETO. One of the areas of focus has been on FETO-run schools around the world. Ankara says FETO, under the guise of an educational foundation, has set up hundreds of schools across 150 countries as part of its recruitment and fundraising strategy. Now, to counter its influence, the Turkish government set up the Maarif Foundation that sought to re-administer FETO schools around the world. So far, 34 countries have handed over 286 schools to Maarif. Now, a Turkish official says FETO has been bribing senior bureaucrats in some countries, but the Turkish government is optimistic that a growing number of people are coming to terms with the threat posed by FETO. Well, Birol Akgun is the president of Turkey Maarif Foundation. He joins me now live from Washington, D.C. Thanks so much for speaking to us. You are in the United States, where there are dozens of FETO-run charter schools, many of them receiving praise, actually, for their work. So how hard has it been to get people to understand what is behind this organization?
Yes, I mean, in Turkey, in Turkish democracy and Turkish people, of course, this is much more easier to explain the danger that FETO group has been created for Turkey, Turkish democracy and Turkish nation and the government, simply because July 15 nights, everybody in Turkey just watched the TV and saw the how hard it was for the ordinary people that killed more than 250 because of the military coup attempts by the FETO-related group inside the military junta. So it was easy in Turkey, but when it comes to outside of the Turkey, of course, it has been pretty hard to explain, and it takes some time to present them. Some TV pieces that has been taken on the night, explain them to how this group is really working as a clandestine secret group with some different hidden agenda to infiltrate into the national very critical security structure, etc.
Right.
But despite all these difficulties, I think Turkey has been achieved a lot to explain its position, and Maarif Foundation has been a very critical part of this struggle against FETO group all over the world.
Okay, can you tell us though, I mean, how was Fethullah Gulen able to secure the U.S. taxpayer dollars needed to fund those schools in the first place? I mean, particularly as a foreigner with a questionable ideological agenda.
I mean, countries like America, as a free and democratic country, there has been a lot of civic groups and a lot of civil society actors or companies, firms that can operate within the framework of American system, as it happened in different countries. So as long as they commit several crimes or violate any federal or local law, it's only at this time that government actually come to attention to realize that there is something wrong. So over time since 2014 and especially after 2015, people here in the United States as well come to recognize that there is something wrong, despite the Turkish-American relation is different, and although Turkey requested the extradition of the Fetullah Gulen himself from the American government, much need to be done to explain the local people, local politicians, senators, and other actors in Washington, D.C. and in different contexts of American society. So there has been some investigation, as far as we know, and by the FBI regarding the some illegal dealings of the FETO groups through these schools, and taxpayers now complain about because they felt insecure for their children. There has been a lot of discussion going on the local contexts, but the thing is that still, I mean, they are active here and operating under the law of the United States, and Turkey official and unofficial also working hard to explain the situation.
Birol Akgun from the Maarif Foundation, thanks so much for joining us there live from Washington. We appreciate it.